Hey, folks. Wow, what an amazing couple days in YouTube land. Gotta tell you, you know, I was gonna do a green screen video, but I can't find my tape. What I do with my green screen, it's not a real green screen. Well, it's green, so it's kind of a green screen. I tape it to the wall. Medical tape works good. But we've used all the medical tape. So Karina works in the medical field. So she has been instructed. No, she's not been instructed. I asked her to bring some home. Tape it up on the wall. Try and have some fun. But it's just really weird because it all depends on what you wear. I mean, sometimes there's a little weird stuff over here, a little weird stuff over here. I'll figure it out one of these days. So yeah, I ran out of tape. No green screen. But yeah, it's been an amazing couple days, past couple days here for me, in the land of YouTube. I hooked up with a gentleman named Wayside Wade. He's got a cool channel. He keeps his stuff private, kind of like, we all do and we all should. So I don't know exactly what he's up to, but I got a funny feeling he's a traveling the United States doing all sorts of cool stuff and documenting it for the whole wide world to see. He does these live streams where he gets other people that have YouTube channels on there, and he's helping out, he's doing a cause, doing a good cause. Wayside Wade, I'll put his link in the description. And the way he likes things to work and the way it should work, I like it to work this way, is, the people that are on there, you can go to their channels, you can check out their content and decide whether or not you want, if it's fitting, he used the word hollow. You don't want hollow subscribers, but and I'm learning. This guy Sean's Amazing Adventures is learning, but yeah, it's really cool. It's a really cool method and approach to doing things. I've gotten, this morning I had 111 subscribers, and now I'm at 116. Woohoo! Excuse me. Because of Wayside Wade. And I check out these profiles too as well, or Facebook page, not Facebook, excuse me. Facebook's bad, guys, and girls. I look at the stuff, I look at other people's profiles, look at their content, some people like watching all sorts of different crap, hold on, let's get down to this. Let me think about it for a minute, because I am 100% entirely unscripted. Hold on one second. All right, I'm back. Unscripted. You never know, one of these days I might have notes with me. Actually, a couple videos back I did have some notes, but that's a different story. I needed notes for that one. So yeah, people like to watch all sorts of different stuff. Some stuff, like a buddy of mine, his young daughter has this channel, and she's got a bunch of subscribers, but she's like 9 years old, 10 years old, and I still don't quite understand, because I'm 46 years old. I guess from what I'm gathering, her little channel it's all animation, and it's through coding. So I guess coding, we know what coding is. It's just art animation, little things with songs in the background, and it's cute. But yeah, she's cool. She's smart kid. Well, because her dad's smart and her mom's smart. But anyways, yeah, people like watching all sorts of stuff. People like watching stuff like that. I don't. But yeah, I don't. I just don't understand, But the way my channel's going is, initially it started as, we want to make content, with the United States and the Philippines. But in reality, the Philippine stuff, it runs thin, I mean, I have stories I could talk about, and You know, I can always go look up stuff and do it like that, and perhaps in the future I will. You know, perhaps I will, definitely. You know, for the people that like that type of content. But you know, it kind of branches off. I'm noticing that things, you know, they branch off into other things. So you know, this could be end up being a multi whatever stupid channel. You know, it might fall apart. Let me fix this. I do know this. You want your head. YouTube did not teach me this. You want your head to be. It's from watching TV. You watch the news and someone's doing commentary. Their head's going to be like this. Can you do this? Tried to be funny. Anyways, yeah, so the channel's going in different directions, and we'll see where it goes with it. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of good response, and I want to, you know, I'm very grateful for it. I'm very humble. I got quite a few new subscribers today. I can give shout outs and all that. I don't think that's really necessary. But yeah, a couple of these people, like, you know, once again, Chappy's Tiki Bar. Check that channel out. This guy is on fire. A Canadian on fire. Yeah, some people just have it, you know, and he's got it. He's got it up here. You know, real classy dude as well. You know, he knows his like this restaurant he went to. In this last video that he did, he gave me his dog gave me a shout out. Watch, I'll show you real quick.
Not bad at all. I actually can taste the hints of orange in there.
Aloha, Mookie here, and today's special shout out for the hashtag Chappy7 shoutout challenge goes to Sean's Amazing Adventures. Sean is a new friend to Chappy, but he's a great guy and he's got an awesome channel. Sean likes to talk about a variety of subjects ranging from Philippine-related content to American politics. He does a lot of walking videos, walking tours, and he has a lot of fun. This is a great channel, so go check him out. And if you are interested in participating in the hashtag Chappy7 shoutout challenge, see the description below.
So yeah, that was Chappy's dog, Mookie. You know, it's people being creative, you know. I do all this on an iPhone 12 Pro Max. You know, I shoot it in here and I edit it in here. I'm not trying to max things out, but I just, you know, use the utilities that are there and it works. But yeah, ending this part of the story time, you know, big shout out to everybody, you know, new subscribers. I've subscribed to the ones that have subscribed to me. I have subscribed to them, and it just seems to be, I like their content. Some people have a lot of content. I have less than 100 videos, but other people have hundreds, you know, and it's going to take some time, you know, maybe do some binge watching one night or something, and you know, and check it out. But for the most part, you know, some people out there, they got some stuff going on, you know, they got some talent, you know, whether it's trained talent or it's just knowing how to do things just because you have, you know, 2 brain cells. But either way, it's fun. So earlier today, I was going for one of my walks. I go for my walks, you guys know that. I decided not to film it, and darn it, I should have filmed it. Golf ball dodge, okay? Because on the trail that I walk, it's paved trail. Nice, it's a nice walk. You know, you get a breeze. I live in the bay. I'm right by the water, so it's just always it's never scalding hot. It's a very comfortable walk. Plenty of water fountains on the way. Little workout areas I don't utilize, you know. I should, but I think for now walking's good enough. But yeah, so on the top of the hill there's a golf course. It's not a golf course, it's like a driving range and a putting range. And for such a nice neighborhood that I'm in, they have these, you know, of course it's normal. You got the fences that, you know, with the mesh so the balls don't, you know, leave the place. But there's certain parts of that area where there's open, you know, they need to do some maintenance on it. And I'm not complaining. But what happened was I'm walking south, okay? Coming, you know, on my way home from the walk. Golf ball. I almost got nailed by a golf ball. So I collected the golf ball. Okay? There's two parts of this story. So I got this golf ball here. This is the first time I walk this road or path all the time. Golf balls bounce. So I'm walking, this never happened before. So I'm walking, you know. 45 seconds later. Shoo! Another one. This is a better golf ball. So anyways, I almost got nailed by 2 golf balls. I was thinking to myself, are these people trying to get me or something? You know, for about, you know, 3 seconds, like, yeah, but of course they're not. You know, they're just hitting their balls. But yeah, it was weird. But yeah, you know, I collect. So now I got 2 balls. You know, and it reminds me of, like, okay, when I was a kid, back in the 80s. What was I? I was born in 74, 84, maybe 85, 86, 1985, 1986. We had a house, and on the other side of our backyard was a golf course on the 9th hole. And I used to sell golf balls because golf balls would land in the yard, you know. And this is back in the 80s. So I would sell Top Flight, that's a brand of golf balls. And I'm not a professional golfer, I'm not even a golfer. I mean, I can hit some balls. You know, I know how to do it, but it's just not I'm not into sports. It's not my jam. But back in the 80s, I would sell these balls to the golfers for $0.25 a piece. You know, the Top Flight balls, and like the other higher end balls, I can't remember the names. Doesn't matter. I'd sell those balls for 50 cents a piece. You know, and I made quite a few bucks doing it as a kid. It was fun, you know. And my mom had she had insurance I don't know how it worked. She had insurance because, you know, golf balls could hit your windows in your backyard. And to wrap this little story up here, I remember I was a stupid kid and I was taking one of my shoes and just swinging it, like up by the shoe string inside the house. And I lost control of the shoe, left my hand, went through the window. Creative me. My mom still doesn't know this. I'm thinking, did I tell her? No, I haven't told her yet. I took the glass from the outside of the window. Now you're talking, what, a 10, 11-year-old kid. Me, back in the 80s. The 80s were cool. So were the 90s, man. Anyways, so I took all the glass from the outside because I didn't want to get in trouble. And I put it on the inside, right? I took it all out and I put it on the inside of the house. And I took one of my balls. I think it was an orange one. I remember that. It was an orange. I don't remember the brand. It was an orange golf ball. One of the expensive ones. I put it on top of the glass on the inside of the house. And I got away with it. And my mom claimed it on her insurance. Golf insurance or whatever the shit it's called. Whatever the heck it's called. Excuse my language. I'm trying to work on that, by the way. Yeah. Insurance claim. They came out a couple days later. Replaced the window. It was like nothing ever happened. So that's the golfing story. But man, I got away with a lot of stuff when I was a kid. Looking back on it, I'm no spring chicken, you know, 46 years old, no gray hair. I could like to think I do a little bit, but I don't. No chest hair, that's weird. And I got some hairy friends I grew up with. I had some really hairy friends that ended up becoming completely bald. Why am I saying that? I don't know, because I'm not scripted. I'm just trying to keep my head from getting up here. I can do that. But yeah, shit, I got away with a lot of stuff when I was a kid. I remember a buddy of mine, and these kids I'm talking about that I grew up with, we're still in contact. Believe it or not, we still are, and that's a blessing. It's a good feeling to know. You know, everyone's got kids. I don't have any children, and some of my friends are grandparents, which is strange. Makes me, you know, we're all getting old. But anyways, yeah, you know, back to getting away with stuff. I remember this real quick story. We had a soft water filter in the garage. Same house, same era as the Gulf era, you know, the Gulf era. And it wasn't my idea, but of course, you know, I was a stupid kid. These saltwater water softeners, they, you know, put salt in the water. These big, you know, you get these big bags of rock salt, and there's a tank in the garage. Well, our next door neighbor, Catherine, first names only. If you're watching this, she'll remember. I'm gonna send her a private message later and say, hey, check this out. Wait till, you know, just, you know, it might be painful, but watch the whole video. She'll remember this story. Catherine, you'll remember this story. So my buddy got this bright idea of let's go put rock salt in their gas tank. And I'm like, oh, okay, that'll be fun. Okay, well, we did it. We got rock salt in this big, I think it was our uncle's van. Had this big work van. And what was it? It was just this big monster looking work van. We put that rock salt in this gas tank. I don't know how we got caught, but a couple days later, the cops were knocking on the door. Nobody got arrested because we were just kids, but we ended up going next door. We called Marty. Oh, I said first names, but anyways, no last names. Or they called my buddy Marty and his dad. We all had this big, you know, 3-family meeting over at Catherine's house with her dad. And I got punished. I think I got grounded. But my buddy Marty, his dad, I can't remember, it was somebody's birthday. It was either his birthday or his dad's birthday. I think it was his dad's birthday. And he just couldn't be bothered with it. These are memories from a long time ago. He couldn't be bothered with it, but we went down there, we had this little 3-family meeting. We all got spacked on the pan, you know, and bad kid, don't do that again. I don't think that anybody had to pay any restitution for it, you know, other than me being grounded, you know. But yeah, that was a weird one. I remember that as if it were a meal ago. All right, one last childhood war story. Same time era. Same bat time, same bat channel. One last fun little story, and then we're gonna wrap things up here. I think you guys have heard enough if you've made it this far. Okay, so everyone has a best friend. Everyone has a best friend. My best friend, his name is Joshua. No last names. He has a cute, cool little channel. He's not really too active on the YouTube, but yeah, he's got some. If you guys are into Primus, the band Primus, he has quite a few videos on there from Primus up in Washington. Very recent videos. He's got quite a few hits on him too. Yeah, he went to that concert with his kids. You know, he's got 3 kids. They're all growing up now. Well, 2 of them are. One of them's 16. She's not quite an adult yet. But yeah, took the kids to a Primus concert. You know, we all love Primus. So anyways, okay, so back in the day, prior to where I used to live, I lived in Almaden Valley. Okay, when I was in the 2nd grade. We're going way back. We're going way back like an 8-track here. I used to live in the, I didn't live in the 2nd grade. I did live in the 2nd grade. But anyways, back in the 2nd grade, when we lived in Almaden, California, which is San Jose, but it's Almaden, nice area. I met my buddy Joshua, and you know, we hung out a little bit. You know, memories a little vague. You know, being what, 6 to 8 years old, you remember it isn't that good. You know, we had fun. You know, got in a little trouble. I remember I went over to his house one day, and I was introduced to the movie American Werewolf in London. You're going to remember this, Josh. I'm going to give you a call and have you punish your way through the rest of this video, because you're at the end of it. Save the best for last. Well, we keep everybody equal. Anyways, here I'm bouncing balls off each other. Anyways, so, you know, we had our time. But anyways, my family moved from Almaden Valley to South San Jose, California. And, you know, where the previous shenanigans happened. So one day, you know, this is back before, you know, you call somebody on your cell phone, be like, hey, I'm coming over. You just knock on doors, you know, just, you know, you guys know what I'm saying. My buddy Danny's not too active on here. I don't really talk to him too much. I'll give him a shout out too. So Danny knocks on my door. He lived a few doors down, and he had this kid with him. Okay, so Josh and I, we parted ways. You know, I moved. He never thought about it again. He knocked on my door, and he had this kid with him. Like, who? What's that? Oh, this is my buddy Josh. It's like, and Josh and I both hit it off. Like, wait a minute, I know you. Wait, we put 2 and 2 together as kids. Wait. So Josh lived on him and his family moved onto the same street that I lived on. How about that? It's the magic hat. So Josh moves onto the street. Him and I hit it off. You know, we're back in action a few years later, or a couple years later, excuse me. Either way, so we're buddies, and we were all troublemakers. We were all little troublemaking kids, you know, back in the day. And this is kind of a circle back. Oh boy, I don't do politics on here. This circle back Gen Psaki. We're gonna have to circle back on this. This goes back to the golf thing, okay? Because we used to live on the golf course, hence the golf balls. And excuse me, I burped again. So my stepfather at the time, God bless his soul, he has since passed away. We're not going to get into that. Yeah, I can go on about that. That's negative talk though. Prior to his death. Anyways, so he had his golf clubs in the garage. And back in the day, you didn't really lock your garage. Some people did, some people didn't. Whatever. So my stepdad and my mom were like, yeah, the golf clubs got stolen out of the garage. I'm like, wait a minute. And I didn't tell them. I didn't say anything to my parents. I can't believe I was using critical thinking when I was a youngster. It's strange. I wish I should have done that back in the early 2000s. That's a different story. But anyway, so golf clubs were stolen from our garage. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know anything. But I knew what was up. I walked over to Josh's house at the end of the street, knocked on the door. His dad answered the door. His dad was always good to me. Oh boy, you know, I've known Josh longer than I've known anybody. Yeah, so dad was always good to me, and I was like, you know what? Where's Josh at? I knew it. I knew Josh stole the golf clubs. You know, Josh was a little troublemaker. We were all troublemakers. And his dad's like, oh, he's not here. I was like, well, you know, he stole the golf clubs out of our garage, and And he's like, no, he didn't. I said, yes, he did. And he's like, no, he didn't. I was like, yes, he did. Go look in your, I will bet you, sir, if you go look inside your garage, you're going to find a set of golf clubs on wheels. He said, I was like, all right. So he went into the garage. I stood out front. Again, I remember this as if it were a meal ago. This is turning into a long video. I hope you guys made your way through it. Guess what? Dad opens up the garage. Here you go, Sean. Came with the golf clubs back. Nice set, I can remember. Wheeled them back to the house, put them back in the garage, and nobody ever said anything. That's a weird one for me because my parents never said, like, oh, well, how did you get those back? Blah, blah, blah. No, but it was like nothing ever happened. So, yeah, that story of my best friend, my breast friend. That's our little, everyone always has fun with their words. We've always said that. You're my breast friend. You're my breast friend. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the end of that story. But yeah, that was funny. No one got in trouble. Plenty more of these to come. I mean, I just gotta, think about them. This isn't gonna be Sean's Kids Story Channel, but today perhaps it was. But yeah, so anyways, we're gonna wrap this up. It's been long enough. Special shout out to everybody that is my new subscriber. It's weird to be, to see other people's channels and interact with people that you haven't met, but keep this in mind, folks. Always keep your guard up, okay? Never assume anything because you never know what's out there. Just use your conscious mind, critical thinking, and do it like you will, but yeah, it's been an exciting few days, past few days here in YouTube land, and I'm very thankful for it. It's fun. I hope to bring better content to everybody that watches my videos in the future. I want to try and get some more Philippine related stuff in there. Geez, once all this China virus stuff clears up and we eventually make our way back out there again, either to visit or to live or do a dual citizenship thing, who knows what can happen. But I would love to just, show everybody what the heck's happened out there. The good stuff. I'm not going to show the bad stuff. There's bad things in every country. We're not going to get into politics, U.S. politics. But yeah, anyways, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. Might have been kind of long, dragging, boring, but, some people like this stuff, some people don't. I watch videos like this because I like to hear what's on people's minds. So we're going to end this entirely, let me say that, this entirely unscripted video with a burp, excuse me. And yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll find something exciting. Definitely over the weekend, we're gonna go out and find an adventure. We want to do Alcatraz. I've been talking about that for a while. Alcatraz Island in San Francisco. That's always, I've seen videos on it, professional videos, like the ones you see on TV, or people that do YouTube vlogs on it. It's always fun. That place had such a short history, because of salt. Do the math there. You put an island in the middle of a bay where there's salt. Yeah, things are going to erode. But yeah, there's a brief history there. That's always I enjoy watching stuff like that. I wish I can do a Titanic video, but the Titanic's disintegrating underground. You can't even pull anything up from it anymore. It just turns into not dust. It turns into not space dust either. It turns into sea dust. Yeah, sea dust. Anyways, folks, I think I've rambled on long enough. Speaking of that, another shout out to Ramblin' Rick Shaw, Philippines. He's got a good channel. He does walk and talks. That's what he does. He does walk and talks. He's got content that some people might like, some people might not. I like it. I watch all of his videos. So anyways, folks, we've done enough here. So until next time, see you.